I've spent hundreds of hours with these Switch games, and honestly, some surprised me more than others. Whether you're new to Nintendo or coming back after years away, this list covers the games that actually matter in 2025. This isn't your typical Mario Kart experience. Instead of separate tracks, you're racing through interconnected kingdoms that feel like living worlds. I start in a desert area, take a shortcut through an underground cave, and emerge in a snowy mountain pass, all in one continuous race. The story mode follows Mario and friends as they compete in a global tournament to become the ultimate racer. What caught me off guard was how the world changes based on your racing performance. Win enough races in the Forest Kingdom, and new paths open up. The progression feels more like an adventure game than a racing game, which kept me coming back. Link wakes up on a floating island with a corrupted arm, and Zelda has vanished after some mysterious upheaval, literally lifted chunks of Hyrule into the sky. You're basically trying to figure out what happened while dealing with this new ability to fuse objects together. I can stick a boulder to my shield or attach rockets to a cart. The building system is wild. The story takes you across 3 different layers: underground caves, the surface world, and sky islands. I won't spoil the plot, but Zelda's role in this one surprised me. The gameplay loop of exploring, building weird contraptions, and solving puzzles kept me hooked for over 100 hours. You play as John Marston, a former outlaw who's trying to go straight but gets blackmailed by federal agents to hunt down his old gang members. It's 1911, and the Wild West is dying. Cars are replacing horses, and civilization is creeping in everywhere. The government promises to reunite John with his kidnapped family if he brings in his former partners. What makes this story work is how conflicted John feels about betraying people he once rode with. I found myself genuinely torn during some of the later missions. The world feels authentic in ways that matter. People react to your reputation, weather affects gameplay, and the little details make you forget you're playing a game from 2010.
Must have been the wind.
Mario discovers a talking flower that transforms the Mushroom Kingdom into something completely unpredictable. Each level has these wonder flower moments where reality just breaks, pipes start singing, the screen melts, or you suddenly become a Goomba. The basic plot is simple. Bowser uses the Wonder Flower's power to merge with Prince Florian's castle, and you need to stop him. But honestly, the story takes a backseat to the sheer creativity of each level. I never knew what to expect next. One minute I'm racing a giant piranha plant, the next I'm playing as a herd of elephants. The badge system lets you customize Mario's abilities, which adds strategy to the platforming that I didn't expect. You're V, a mercenary in Night City trying to make it big with one last heist that goes completely wrong. Now you've got a digital ghost of dead rocker boy Johnny Silverhand stuck in your head, slowly taking over your body. The main story is about finding a way to remove Johnny before he kills you, but honestly the best parts are the side stories. Night City feels like a real place with real problems. Corporate control, gang warfare, and people just trying to survive. I was skeptical about this port, but it runs surprisingly well on Switch. The story deals with heavy themes about identity and what makes us human. Some of the endings hit harder than I expected. Hey, quick pause here. If you're enjoying this look at some of Switch's finest games, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Let me know in the comments which of these games you've played or are excited to try. Now, let's continue with our lineup. Tom Nook convinces you to move to a deserted island and build a community from scratch. There's no traditional story. Instead, you're creating your own narrative through daily activities. You catch bugs, fish, decorate your house, and slowly watch your island transform from empty land into a bustling town. The story emerges through seasonal events and the relationships you build with animal villagers who move in. I started playing during lockdown and found myself genuinely attached to my digital neighbors. The museum curator Blathers became oddly important to me. It's a game about routine and small pleasures, which sounds boring but somehow becomes addictive. The lack of pressure is exactly what makes it work. You wake up on a random planet with a broken spaceship and no memory of how you got there. The galaxy is infinite, filled with planets you can explore, but something called the Atlas is calling to you. The story involves following mysterious signals toward the center of the galaxy while uncovering the truth about the universe you're in. I won't spoil the ending, but it gets philosophical about simulation theory. What started as a controversial launch has become something special through years of updates. You can build bases, command fleets, or just explore weird alien worlds. The story is actually optional. You can ignore it completely and just be a space explorer. That freedom is what kept me playing long after finishing the main quest. Earth gets destroyed in an alien war and humanity's survivors crash land on planet Mira in giant city ships. You play as a customizable character who joins Blade, an organization exploring this dangerous new world while searching for other human survivors. The story gets complicated quickly. There are indigenous alien species, hostile creatures, and mysterious technologies scattered across the planet. What I love about this game is how small you feel in this vast world. You're just one person trying to help humanity survive on a planet that wants to kill you. The mech combat is satisfying, and the exploration feels genuinely rewarding. The definitive edition fixes most of the original's issues and adds quality of life improvements that make the complex systems more manageable. There's barely a story here. It's just Mario and friends racing on increasingly ridiculous tracks. But the narrative emerges through the Grand Prix mode, where you're competing in different cups to become champion. The tracks tell their own stories through environmental details and creative design. You'll race through an underwater city, speed along rainbow roads in space, and drift through a haunted mansion. The anti-gravity sections let you drive on walls and ceilings, which never gets old. I appreciate how accessible this game is. My friends who don't usually play games can jump in and have fun immediately. The battle mode adds variety, but honestly, I keep coming back for the pure joy of perfectly executed drifts around tight corners. Your character is a hunter in Kimura Village, which gets attacked by hordes of monsters in events called rampages. The story follows your efforts to discover why these attacks are happening and what's driving the monsters to such aggressive behavior. You'll hunt increasingly dangerous creatures to craft better weapons and armor from their parts. The core loop is simple: track monster, fight monster, carve materials, upgrade gear, repeat. What makes it work is how each hunt feels like solving a puzzle, learning monster patterns, exploiting weaknesses, and timing your attacks perfectly. The wire bug mechanics add verticality that makes combat feel more dynamic than previous entries. The story isn't groundbreaking, but the sense of progression and mastery kept me hunting for hundreds of hours.
Want your help?
Hey, let me know what you think about these games. Maybe you've played some and have a different take, or maybe something here caught your eye. Drop a comment, let's chat about it. See you in the next one.